Yo, what's going on, man? Back here with another video. Today we're gonna do an interior exterior detail on this Infiniti truck SUV. Alright, let's see what we're working with. We good. Okay. Yeah, so we got an interior and exterior detail on this Infiniti. This is a maintenance client, so it should be pretty quick inside and out. Um, been doing this client for about 2 years, so everything is pretty simple. The client doesn't even come out often, so we just pretty much show up and get the job done, and then send an invoice for the payment. So that's kind of what we have today. Most of the car is not really dusty, so it's really just a vacuum, a light wipe down. I steam clean all our vehicles, so once we do our wipe down with a steam cleaner, we pretty much start on the outside. So first thing first, I just kind of go around, open up all the doors, pull the seats up so that we can get completely underneath the seats and start our vacuum. Not so much of a busy day today, so we have this client and then we have one more client, and that may pretty much finish us up for today. But we'll see how things go as we get ready to finish up on this vehicle. See how the rest of the day takes us. So go ahead and start with this vacuum, work our way through the rest of the car. So we pretty quick vacuum, nothing major. Um, like I said, we wash this car bi-weekly, so it's not usually that dirty unless he skips a week. It causes us to have to do extra work. If you all miss our daily content, let me know. Uh, we pretty much slowed down with our content on our shorts, so we're not posting as many shorts, and we're posting a lot more long form content so we can get our watch hours. So that's our goal going forward, to boost our watch hours. So we kind of cut out all the short form content, and we're looking for viewers that are interested in our long form content as opposed to watching 30-second to 50-second reels. So we're slowing down on that, and hopefully it pays off. Obviously, it's going to be a slow phase as we switch, but I'm willing to take the L on the slow phase and go into like the longer term outcome, which is to get the watch hours up. So we'll see how that goes. So the goal is more 15-minute videos and long term live videos. So live videos can go anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour to 3 hours. So we're kind of in the middle of that right now. We're trying to re, redo ourselves on on YouTube because it is a process to get to where everybody want to go. It's not easy. It's consistent change and strategy and building. So that's kind of what we want to do for our channel to get us to the next step. So we're rebuilding, and that's kind of why our traction slowed down because we stopped posting short and we stopped going live every single day. So we're gonna rebuild that and you know go for there, see where it takes us. But like I said, this is just extra. Our business is doing pretty good. Uh, we have about 2,000 customers, over 2,000 customers. Of course, not everybody comes back to us, and not everybody book on a frequently basis, but that's what we have right now. We constantly trying to build and grow our marketing. We constantly trying to, get more people to work with us. So every day is a journey, man. And the detailing is just a matter of, getting through it and being the last one to be the last one standing. Like you always gonna have those people that come and go, the guys that have the cheapest pricing, and that's cool. But we're trying to survive as a business and then also grow as well. So in order to grow, it's gonna cost you, and of course it costs money to make money. So we'll see how we go over time with building and you know getting to that point where we can celebrate the wins. But right now it's just grinding and working through it, man, because we ain't getting no younger. So make sure you putting up your money and saving your funds, diversify, you know, things like that, because this job is very hard and demanding. And right now, we don't have the family, the kids, anything, so I can work as hard as possible. But when I do, my schedule is going to change tremendously so I can be with my family. So I'm going to grind it out every single day, no days off, until we can get this business off the ground. And that's what it takes for any business, man. You gotta be willing to work hard when nobody else wants to. You can't take days off if you can't afford to take days off. Like you're tired, but you gotta keep going. And this is not, oh, I want to quit, so I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing. Like this is a physical job. So when your body's tired and you sleepy and you want to go home and you work hard the day before, so you feel like, well, I can afford to take a small day off. Not necessarily, because if you know this business, you know that one day can be $1,000 day. One day can be $500 day. Another day can be $100 day. Another day can be $0 day. So what matters is the bottom line. So a lot of the times when you do have good days, you gotta kind of like take that with a grain of salt and keep pushing. Uh, you know, so that you don't get comfortable, because there's always good days, but there's also bad days. So you gotta let the good weigh out the bad and just keep it going. And that's how you really grow your business over time. So we just been constantly going at it day in, day out, trying to build it, and that's how you build it. If you we've been in business for over 5 years, so we have a proven concept. We know how to stay active. We know how to stay relevant as a business. So now we got to figure out how to grow and scale without running into mishaps. So that comes from me as an individual not having the skills to know how to scale, because it's possible. It's just as an entrepreneur, I personally don't have the skills to do it. So that's why the business is struggling with scaling and growing. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now, because the business is only as good as the owner. A team is only as good as its weakest link. So that's how you have to look at your business in all aspects. So that's kind of like what we're doing. Just trying to accept accountability, figure out how to change it, and just keep growing over time, because that's the only way you're gonna stay alive to survive and support your family or whatever you're trying to do with your business. So that's what we're doing. Like every day, just going at it, taking every appointment that we can take as far as our availability. Not taking any days off. Like I work 7 days a week, non-stop. Like literally, I don't have any kids. I don't have any obligations. So I'm working every single day. I'm taking advantage of every opportunity. And when there's a slow day, hopefully I can afford to have those days off. Hopefully I can afford to have those weeks off when it's slow. And that's when I kind of tap in into like doing the business on the side as opposed to doing the working for my own business. So like on those days off where it's slow, that's where you want to spend the most time like working on the business instead of in the business. So every business has their seasons. Every business has time to regroup and rebound. The problem is you got to stick with it. Like the customers that really make a difference in your business are the ones that stay with you through the thick and thin, and those are the ones that depend on you through the thick and thin. So if you stop in detailing during a slow season, then you're gonna find yourself not having consistent customers, because when they need you, you're not available. So they don't find another detailer to do the work for them, and now the other detailer done stole your customer, and it's not really stealing your customer because you did not value your customer, because you decided to go do whatever else you was doing to get money for the short period of time instead of sticking through it. So it's all about being like business minded. Like there's numerous and numerous businesses out there that have been around since the 1960s, the 1866. Like years and years and years they've been in business. So over the years, they developed a customer base that grew up on them from beginning to end, from start to finish of their life, from the start to their life to the end of their life to the end of their kids' life. So you become a culture and a tradition within your community. So that's what I mean. And your community can mean where you live at, or it can mean your client base. So that's what I mean by like building and staying consistent with your business, because that's the only way you can really build any type of community, either in your community where you live at or in the community of your business. So over time, the customers will get used to seeing your marketing. They'll get used to seeing you promote. They'll get used to your habits. It'll go into their habits, and they'll look for certain things every year around the same time. Like I've seen customer book at the same time of the year every year. So like watching those habits, knowing your customers' habits, knowing your habits. Like during the slow season for my business, like my customers know when it's the slow season. Like I'm talking about I'm dropping promotions every other day, 30% off, 20% off, 5% off. Uh, Support us. I'm sending newsletters. Like when it's slow season, that's the time to pig out on your marketing because that's when you need your customers the most. So show them when your time in need, and they'll see it and they'll support you, and they get a discount while supporting you. So that's just a nugget for me. That's kind of like how I stay afloat during the certain seasons of the year. Uh, and yeah, man, we just stick to it, man. We ain't doing nothing different. We don't have the best detailing services in the world. We're not the best company in the world. We just showing up every day and doing the service we're supposed to do. Trying our best to be loyal to our clients. Trying our best to uh, be a business with integrity. Everybody messes up. Nobody's perfect. Nobody does. Everybody make mistakes. So being having integrity to go out there and fix your mistakes for your clients and make them happy. Like all that stuff plays a part. We getting testimonials, we get reviews. Like that's the stuff that matters when it comes down to the bottom line. And that's how you really, keep the clients that matter by consistently staying relevant, uh, and showing integrity in your business. So one of the things that really like kept us on top is our systems. And I always talk about this all the time, but it's really the systems behind like what makes us successful. And I just think the companies that created these systems like Square, Google, Instagram, and Facebook, like these companies have really changed the game for business owners. Like they pretty much made it so that business owners all they have to do if they know any type of social media or technology, literally all they have to do is know how to do the service they're doing and let them find the customers for us. And all we gotta do is pay them a tip for finding the customers for us. Like back in the days, businesses they had to go door to door. They had to send out newsletters. Like it was very difficult to find customers out there. But now, like there's customers everywhere. Like and you don't need to do anything to get the customers. You just gotta offer a great service. You gotta be they gotta know how to find you. And other than that, like you set. So that's all that really matters in business is how to get customers in. Like these companies have made it so easy to get the customers if you just stay consistent. And that's it. Like that's all you have to do. And it's only for a period of time. Like as a business owner, I feel like as a as an employee, you gotta work 30 years to prove yourself to be eligible for retirement. I feel like with a business, is 10. That time is cut in half. At least 15. That's if you do it right. And that's if for a lot of business owners, they not willing to walk away. And that's basically why they, you know, still working after 10 years or 15 years, and because they're not willing to walk away. But I feel like that's the benefit of being a business owner and working hard every single day to see the benefit shorter and quicker. And it's gonna be harder, honestly. Like starting a business is harder than what you all think. Like I think that people leave their 9 to 5, and I know that you all heard this before. People they leaving their 9 to 5, working 40 hours and going home to relax, to becoming a business owner and working 60 hours just to make ends to barely make ends meet. So that's kind of like the caveat. Like you work more hours, your brain is always on the clock, no matter what you're doing, where you at, and you always working. And I feel like even though it's more working, I still feel like it's a benefit to your life. Like business owner shows you how to be a productive person, and it shows you what it means to like work hard. Like I'm really starting to see after 5 years of running my business like full time, I'm starting to really see what like it really means to run the business and run it sustainably and continuously with paying yourself first and like not doing everything on your own. But it takes time, it takes effort, it takes that, it takes courage, it even takes like a certain level of risk. Like, and I understand what people mean, like invest in you. Like, honestly, like there's so many, and that's where a lot of like business owners fail. And like, I'm not like no super expert, but I've been a business owner for long enough to like know what breaks and makes the business. And my business is not fail proof. Honestly, like my business can fail any moment if I'm not. Well, I take that back. My business can't fail, and I am fail proof now. But it took 5 years to get to this point. So what I'm saying is like it took my business is not fail proof, but a lot of business owners like they don't understand the concept of like sticking to one thing. Like it's easy to go to like idea to idea, thing to thing. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. This seems cool. Oh, what if I invest my money into renting out cars and I can you do that while I'm being a detailer? Or what if I, you know, can start a vending machine business and my detailing business? Like it sounds good, but that's not a good idea when you still haven't made it in your business. So like you're taking your attention away from what you should be doing and you invested that time into something that's new which can fail. So like you have to be able to stay consistent with what you're doing and what you know how to do. What's making you money? Like I've been doing this business for 5 years. Over this 5 years, I failed at about three different ventures, 3 or 4 different ventures. I tried to sell products, reselling products. I tried to do a drop shipping, drop shipping car accessory business. Uh, I tried to build a marketplace app. for for car detailing service. I mean for all car services. I try to I try to build a directory, and it all failed. That's four different things I failed, and that's not even mentioning all the things, other things I tried in business that failed. So the easiest way to prevent yourself from going through all that failure is do the thing that makes the money, and keep doing that until you have enough money where you can invest more into it, but also invest into your retirement or source of retirement, a 401k, IRA, and you build that up. You build that up until you have enough where you can feel comfortable in life. You want to pay off all your debt in the meantime. Like following those steps while you have a business, it's like that's gonna take 10 years by itself. So like you don't have time to try other things. That's what I'm saying. Like with all the stuff that you have to do just to make it in this world, like you don't have time to focus on anything else. So just focus on what makes money, and that's how you get to the next level in your life. You know, like I'm not a millionaire, like I'm not rich by any means, but one thing I do know is business, so that's what I can speak on, and that's really all I'm speaking on. I'm kind of going a little bit beyond my scope with the investing and all that, but like definitely like just because I'm telling y'all my plan, like I'm telling y'all what I learned and what's now working for me, which is leading me to my next phase in life. So if I go a little bit beyond my scope, it's just because I know what I'm doing now is working, and I'm trying to share it with you all so you all can see what I'm talking about. But this business stuff is real, and it's not easy. It's not for the faint heart, and it just takes time to build. Like the funny thing is, like I've been doing detailing for over 10 years now, and someone would think that like I would have been figured it out within that 10 years, but no, like I was just learning. At one point, I was a teenager just trying to make money. Like it takes time to even get to the point where you can see where you worry about your future. Like 2 years ago, I developed the mindset of wanting to retire and all that stuff. But it took to this year for me to understand that like I have to do this in order to retire, in order to be able to, because this is not gonna last forever. And if I want to be able to like have some type of money when I can't do this no more, I don't want to do this no more. And I've been out the corporate world for too long that I can't go back to accounting. It's like I had to it took years to just develop the mindset. So if you starting at a young age, like give yourself to develop to find out what you really want in life. To find out like is this for you? Like which way you want to go with it? How you want to go about it? Like what age you want to retire at? How is it going to take you to get there? What you going to do? What you going to need to do? Guarantee that's going to guarantee that. That's the big one. Like what do you need to do to guarantee your way to retirement or success? Not like, oh, if I do this, it might work and I might be successful. Like, once you get to a certain age, you got to invest in what's the guarantee. There's no super guarantees in life, but there are some statistics that prove that some things can get certain type of returns over a certain amount of years if you just do it consistently. So, you know, That's what I'm going off, and that's what I think is the best for anyone that's a small business owner that don't have it together yet, and they're trying to figure out like what should they do next. I think that you should continue to work your business, continue to invest in your business, continue to buy things for your business. Don't get any loans to do this stuff, and put some money aside for yourself and pay yourself first before you do anything. Out of every transaction, you need to put 10 to 20% of that money into some type of account. You don't. It don't doesn't have to be investing if you don't want to invest. Put it in a savings account and let that be your money for yourself. Don't touch it until you 50 years old. And then you once you get more smarter with this thing, you will realize that okay, maybe I can move from a portion of that money from a savings account to an investing account. So that's all I'm gonna go into that, man, because I haven't made a whole lot of money with that, but I do have some money in there, and I just want to show you all where I'm going at with it. But like detailing, man, is definitely a great business to get off the ground. It's a business to like build yourself up with. It's something that like you see ever heard people that like they had a job and then once they have a job they don't want to do it anymore, so they stop their job and go to a new job, or they stop their job to start their own business because they're tired of working for someone, or even yeah they switch jobs and then they become a big millionaire or something. So like a lot of those stories involve people like basically going from one thing and switching to another, and then they get super successful in that thing. But now they got a plan. Like now they got a plan on how they really gonna make this thing happen. And once you get that plan and you know exactly how you're gonna make it happen, then you can just take everything that you done in that second thing and you just build on it like a monster. Like you just do put all money in. Like Nick Person said, like you put all money in, and then it just builds until like a rocket ship. So taking your time to find that one thing, and then just taking all the money from that and then putting it into that, and then keep doing that until that becomes successful, and then that and that turn into that, and then it just turn into a compound effect, man. So I think that's what detailing can do for you if you just stick to it, or any like small business owner. Like if you got a small business, the goal should be to like yeah, you want to do your small business forever. But I feel like if you're passionate about it, you want to do it forever. If you're not passionate about it, if it's just a way to get money and prevent you from working at a job, then this is definitely the mindset you want to have. You want to make your money for your small business. Then you want to make enough where it can pay your bills. Then once it pays your bills, then you want to make enough where you can put money to the side and not to just reinvest in the business. Oh, I want a new van. Oh, I want to wrap my van. Oh, I want to buy a setup now. I want to get my van set up. Like that's cool, but don't do that before you build a savings. Like you can do it together, like but don't do it while you don't have a savings, because you need that savings and you need that investment account and you need that retirement account to like see the passion of why you're doing all this. Like taking all your money and just spending it to do nice things is cool, but that's not gonna get you anywhere in the long term. Like you're gonna look back 20 years from now and be like, where did it all go? 10 years from now, where did it all go? And that's what hit me. Honestly, like that's why we rebranding. Like I know that it takes years to build a successful business. I know that. But I know that doing this for 10 years, I know I should have something to show for it. I'm not like I got a brand and I have a system and I have the know-how. I guess you can say that's something to show for it, but monetarily wise, like I need more. And I think that with this business, like I'm at a good place. So I do have something to show. But I feel like when it comes to like life wise, I feel like I have more to contribute to what I'm doing. And I need to tap into that to see it at my best way. Like I don't think that we should have to work every single day of our lives for money. I think that we should be able to explore and see the things that God created on this earth so that we can become better ways, better people of ourselves, and be better people in general of the world. So we have to take our time to explore life and not just work our lives away. And that's what I believe. And that's why I personally want to do more to be able to provide more and do more for myself and my family. So that's what I mean by there's more that should be being shown. Like, if I knew everything I knew back then, I probably would do things differently, and it's not like I didn't know, it's just I didn't implement it. I was still not thinking clearly. I still wasn't like, it wasn't like, okay, if you don't do this now, like, you're gonna be just like every other small business owner that can't figure it out. Once that hit me, that's when I went into, you know, grind mode for what I really want in life. Because this, what I'm talking about doing, this is the only thing that separates the rich or the successful from the non-successful. You gotta work hard for everything you want. You gotta save and put up money for yourself. That's literally all you have to do, and you have to and invest more than you spend. Like you can't take all your money and spend it. Like you have to think about your future self, and that's how you get in position to make a decision. Like that's when you can make decisions. That's when you can make risks. That's when you can try new things. But until you get to the point where you can like afford to do that, you got to put it all up and stack it. Honestly, like you got to stack it. You got to stack it all the way up to the ceiling, and then once it gets to the ceiling, then you can spread it out in percentages on how you want to spend it. But stack it up in percentages, and then once it get up there, then you can figure out how you want to spend it, and always keep adding and stacking it. Never stop stacking it. Never stop stacking it, and just keep it going. And that's my goal, man. I'm not stopping, and I'm never gonna stop. Like this YouTube stuff is another passive income for me in the future, and I already know it. Like I'm not guessing anymore. Like I know this is going to be another passive income, and it may not be much. It may be $40 a month, and I'm happy with that because it's something I work for. But honestly, like with everything, like I learned a lot just by doing YouTube. Honestly, and what I learned really the most is you just got to keep working hard. Like it's not everything that you do is about working hard. It's not about anything else. Like anyone can do it. You just gotta put in the work constantly and get better every day by 1%. Every day by 1%. Just keep going at it. Like I'm not no motivational speaker and you know anything like that, man. I'm just telling y'all how I really, in a like personally feel about all this stuff, man. And I really believe that me talking to myself about this over time and growing and coming up with a plan for all this stuff, like This is God sent. Like I'm personally going to be a millionaire, and I know nobody not watching this right now. But that's even better because now I can talk. I can talk to myself. I got what's the word? I got I got approval to talk to myself. You feel me? So I'm talking myself through this stuff, man, and I love it because I got the permission to talk to myself by talking to y'all. So stick with me. So basically, like this YouTube thing has taught me that if you work hard, you can accomplish anything, man. You can't give up. Every day, if you put your mind towards something every single day, and you just work at it every single day, it's just going. It's inevitable that it's going to get better. Like it has to get better because you putting the effort in. You're not just and you're not going through the motion. Like you're trying to get better every single day, and that's how you really get better. Like there's nothing else to it. You just get better every single day, and that's what this YouTube was about. Like it's like it's kind of like something to do to give you motivation to keep going, and it's hard like to do it as a detailer when you super busy, like during the busy season. But that's the time to like really like tap in, like for the owner to be focusing on content during the busy season and not the business. Like it's different. Yeah, it is the business, but it's different because the content is like this is free. This is like free labor, honestly. Like YouTube, like you guys is watching this on the YouTube, like you creating screen and views for me, but they're getting the credit for it until I can build up a system for my content to get monetized or whatever. So like this is free labor that I get to pay out, that I get to benefit from in the future. So I'm cool with that because I'm working towards something, and I know that I'm gonna be doing detailing for the next year. Like I don't see myself stopping. Like honestly, like I may take myself out the field like in like 2 to 3 years, like maybe less than that if I like if everything keep going how it's going. But if not, like I'm okay with being in the field. I'm not afraid to work. You know what I'm saying? Like I built this. All my customers know me. Like all my customers trust me, and I'm gonna continue to work. So like, but when I do get out of the field, like I still have to, you know, make content. So I haven't thought that far yet. What I can come out once a month and make some videos or whatever, create some content, whatever, like. But in the long game, like honestly, like being a content creator, like it can benefit you in different ways too. Like it can kind of like benefit you in like taxes and stuff because technically this is a business. If you treat it like one, you know, this is a free startup business for anybody. So that's kind of like why I do the YouTube, man, because it's a startup business where I can really just show what I do on a daily basis. Like this is everyday work, but I'm just showing you all what I'm doing on a daily basis. And maybe you can learn something from it. Maybe you like the conversation that we talk about. Maybe I can make a difference and you someone starting, anything like that, I'm grateful for. But if not, if I just keep working, any um if I can just keep working, million views or not, like somebody gonna watch my stuff if I just post it consistent because the bar is set so low that everybody's not even posting like that. So if I just post something, people gonna watch and I'm gonna get rewarded for it at some point in time if I just keep working hard. So I want to get better at it, but at the same time, I'm doing this for me, and I don't want to give up. Honestly, like I invested a lot of time and energy into like learning this skill. And I call it a skill because like I learned the skill of creating content consistently and posting it consistently to the point where I can know how to do certain things that most people can't do. So I learned this skill, so I'm gonna keep doing it until I can get there where I want to be at with it. And if that means $20 a day, $30 a day, guess what? That money is going towards something that can change my life in the future. So I'm proud of myself for just keep on working at it. And I just hope that y'all like what I'm posting on here. I'm not really everybody don't go on live and show the consistent like daily grind of this detailing business. And it is $100,000 business for a small person, a small entrepreneur. Like if y'all want to make more money than a $20 an hour job or working at a fast food restaurant, like you can easily do. I ain't gonna say easy, but you can do detailing and make a lot of money, like a lot more than what you're used to making, and you got more time freedom. But it ain't gonna be easy. You're gonna have to learn some skills. You're gonna have to put in some work. So, uh, yeah, man, like it's just a game to me, bro. Like business mindset. NC Farm Boy, what's up, man? What's up, my boy? But yeah, man, just if you could just stick to something, like anybody that's working like fast food, especially like the young guys, like I really hope that I can make a difference for like the younger guys, like the older people. They probably don't want to hear me talk, or if y'all do, like y'all are humble enough to accept what I'm saying and to know that I'm talking something that's true. But like this can make the difference for a young guy, like especially if you have the courage to take risks and do it to your best ability and watch these guys on YouTube and see what they're doing and mock them. Like you can do anything that they're doing and you can do it better because you're young and you got the passion for it. Like you hungry. You more hungry than a older guy like me, 30 years old, 28, 29, 30. Like we're hungry, but we know we got bills to pay. Like this ain't about anything else but paying bills and providing for our family and we also enjoying the money and whatnot too. But like you young guys, like y'all got the ability to change our lives at a young age with this detailing. If y'all just stick to it, if y'all just get to it, don't be afraid either, man. By the numbers, like do it, like invest in yourself while you young. And I ain't talking about no courses either. I'm talking about hard cold hard cash. Like put some money up. Like don't like start the business, get the most minimum tools you need, and instead of spending $300 on some shoes, like spend $300 on Google Ads and watch where it takes you. Watch what that can do for your business. Like $300 in ads, man, that can take your business to a whole nother level. Like people that make minimum wage, like I can see how that can be like, oh, $300, shoot, that's like 2 days, 2.5 days, or one day. Like about 2.5 days. I'm pretty sure at minimum wage. But like, think about it, man. Like, if you ain't gonna do nothing else with that money but go out and party or hang out because you too tired and you don't like your job and you want to drink the pain away because you got bills to pay, like, don't risk your money on sports betting. Like, this sports betting thing is crazy. Like, I did it before. Like, I'm not knocking nobody else. Like, I know you can make good money off of it and all that, but it's better. Like, if those guys are betting that they got businesses behind their brand, like if you looking to start a business and get into a business and it's detailing specifically, like don't be afraid to invest in yourself and take the L. Like you cannot lose by investing in marketing. Like, and I'm talking to myself right now, man. Like I see these guys saying they spending $20,000 in money in marketing. and they making millions of dollars a year. But I'm still being petty with my $1,000 a month in marketing, or my six, seven, $800 a month. Be getting scared because I'm not making that money back in that day. I'm not making, well, I'm making just that amount in that day, and I'm afraid to keep my marketing the same. Like, that's foolishness, bro. I gotta invest in myself, and I challenge you, young guys, to do that. Like, if you don't do anything, make sure you have a website. Make sure you have a booking. Make sure you have the equipment you need, or just a few things. If you don't have any equipment, use the customer water empowered by your vacuum cleaner and some soaps and mitts and buckets, and market yourself. I challenge you to do that. And if you get a booking, set your prices at the middle price of everybody's prices in the neighborhood. Like, take the middle price, and I challenge you to market your business with $200. If you don't get one call, call me back, because I don't believe that's possible. Like, anybody can do this. Anybody can make it in this business if you just do some simple things, man. And just keep doing the same thing over and over again and be consistent with it. You can make the great world of difference. And like, and I'm just talking to the young guys right now, man. The older guys, y'all can listen, y'all can complain, y'all can talk junk, y'all can whatever y'all gonna do. But the younger guys, like, don't soak up that negativity, man. Like, it's so much negativity out here, man, and y'all can get sucked up into that and get gas or opinion based on what people are saying. But I'm telling you from an experienced detailer, like, this stuff I got on my truck is not expensive and it's not cheap. Like, I'm I'm like I'm doing this like every single day. Go watch my stuff. I'm not perfect. I don't do everything perfect. I don't have the 100% best skills. But I'm telling you right now, you talking to a six-figure business owner, and I'm telling you that if you just believe in yourself and you market your business the way you're supposed to, and you just invest in yourself, man. Like, I'm talking to myself. Like, I'm not old and I'm not young, but I need to take my own advice and stop being scary, man. Like, I need to put some big bucks up into my marketing. Like, this $50 a day, $25 a day, being scared to go back to $75 to go to $75 a day. Like, I'm being weak, man. I'm being scared. I'm being scared to make money because it's out here, and I'm scared. I'm scared to make money, and that's not that's not good, you know. Like, I'm thinking, I'm letting my small thinking affect me as a. I'm thinking, oh, that's $50 a day. Like, that's a lot of money. I'm thinking about, oh, think about that over a month. Like, that's such and such amount of money. But it takes money to make money, and you got to be willing to bet on yourself. And what you gonna do better on something else? You gonna take your profits and go out to eat. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take your profits and go on a vacation, but you can't invest in yourself to multiply your income 10x, like Grant Cardone says. For those of you that know Grant Cardone, like, you can't invest additional $1,000 a month to bring home an additional $5,000 a month because you scared. Come on now, that's that foolishness I'm talking about, man. We gotta step up and stop being so scared to compete. Like, we gotta step out there. We gotta invest in ourselves, man. The small business owners, especially like you minimum wage people out there. Like, I may be minimum wage too. Well, I may be poor. I ain't better than nobody out here, man. I'm out here grinding and working it out like everybody else. I just got my own business. That's it. Like, I go out to these fancy meetings with my wife, who's an attorney. They ask me, yep, I clean cars for them, yep, and I make good money for it, and I do it good. And you can book an appointment if you can afford me, because I'm not no because my business isn't for people that don't have money. Yeah, we do luxury car detailing. So, like, man, we just like everybody else, and we we gotta tell these people we can't be scared to market our business, to grow our business, man. That's all. That's all I'm saying, man, because we can afford to. If the money's sitting there, spend it. Like they say, spend the check and get it right back. You know, you can't be afraid to spend a little bit of money, especially if it's it's the system, the machine is built to pay us back. The system is built to pay us back. Like the marketing system is built for us to do good, us to get for them to get the customers for us, for us to do the service, for us to get paid, for them to get paid, for us to keep coming back. Like it's a money printer, but I'm afraid to turn on the machine. Ain't that crazy, man? Limited belief, limited numbering. I'm not used to seeing me pay $50 a month for $50 a day for something like that. But I go spend $200 a night on a hotel though. Ain't that some? I go spend $200 a night on a hotel, but I'm afraid to spend $200 a day on marketing that can possibly bring in me $2,000 for that day. I got you. So I'm going to challenge myself to do $200 a day for one day and see how much money I make. How y'all like that? I'm going to challenge myself to do $200 of Google Ads in one day and see how it goes and see how. Now you can't do it over a day though, because you gotta let it work. So you gotta kind of give yourself a week. So that's two, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's $1,000 in a week on marketing. So if I put in $1,000 for that week, I gotta make. I want to make at least two, two, 20x, 20,000. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, man. But that's all, man. I'm just trying to show y'all, man, what it takes to be a detailer and what we think about as business owners on a daily basis as a detailer. Like it's not about being the best detailer for me. Like this stuff is like robotic to me. Like everything that I'm doing on this car, it's the same process as the car. It's the same steps. It's the same cleaning. Like everything is the same. Like I don't even have to think. Like I'm not thinking about washing this car right now. I'm thinking about talking to y'all, and everything is just coming automatically. Every single step of this detail is just automatic. So when it comes to building this thing, that's what it takes, man. Consistent growth over time, building every time over time. Ooh. So I'm pretty sure there's no business owners on here. If it is, I'm sorry for assuming there's not. But I'm about to start a poll and say, how much should we spend on marketing to make 20K in a month? 500, 1,000, 2, thousand, 5,000 plus. I want to know what y'all think, man. How much should we spend on marketing? I'm glad everybody, I'm glad everybody survived the hurricane. That thing was crazy. I'm glad everybody survived the hurricane. All right, let's see what we're talking about today. So this is my setup. For those who are watching, we pretty much have a pressure washer, generator, and a water tank. So currently our goal is to keep our setup the way it is until about maybe next year or the year after. So next year I want to get it wrapped up. So we're gonna do a black paint with a decal on it all over the car, and to get everything wrapped up so we can get some more customers because of that. And then also after we get our truck wrapped and decal, we want to pretty much start on our setup. Go ahead and get the truck set up with at least a little small decent setup. Yeah, yeah. Good for car. All right, so now only thing we have to do now is pretty much to dry the car, and then that'll pretty much lead us to the end of the detail. So, so for the rest of today, we have only one more detail. This one We just got the same day appointment, so that's always good. And we're gonna go ahead and take care of that client for today, and then move on to end the day off. So today pretty much is our ideal day. Two details for 150 each. This client pays a little bit less than that because they are a maintenance client, but the other client is not a maintenance client, so they will pay regular price. Yeah. So the last few things we got to take care of in this car is pretty much the windows. So we always clean the outside windows first, and then we clean the inside windows with those same two rats. We already wiped down the interior, vacuum, and cleaned the door jambs, so that part is taken care of. So literally, we just have to dry the windows on the inside and do our tire shine, and that will finish up this detail. We also have like some goodies that we give our clients. So we have our peppermints, and we also have some paper mats and our custom air freshener that we also give to our client. Let's see. Right. Yeah,